Welcome to Spotlight Gulf Coast, a weekly showcase of people and events across South Mississippi. Spotlight Gulf Coast is partnered with William Carey University and sponsored by Breeze Heating and Air, IP Casino Resort Spa, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists, and the Trenchard Scholarship Fund.
Hi everyone, this is Todd Trenchard, Executive Director of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi, welcoming you to another segment of Spotlight Gulf Coast right here on WXXV. Each week we're coming into your living room talking about what's going on all across South Mississippi, and we want to thank our sponsors for this generous opportunity. We're now entering year 19, that's amazing, since Hal Camilla asked us to do a weekly show, and over the years, it's changed names a little bit. It's changed where we shot. I think the last 5 or 6 years we've been over here at WXXV, and this show brings out into the community those community leaders, businesses that give back to the community, and we've learned so much during that time. And one of our guests that we have on today has been on quite a few times, of course, Phillip Pogue, and Phillip, a good friend of mine, past chairman of the board of the Baco Foundation. And Phillip, first off, we've been doing this now so long that, I mean, like we were talking about when we get up here, now they got a new route. I'm not even sure where all these roads are going. And
I know.
It's they're digging it up here and they're digging it up over where you live.
That's right, they are.
It's like, it seems like everybody's moving north, or they're making a little bit easier access, but we're going to get to what you're doing. Of course, you've been in automobile business for a long time, and we've always partnered on a lot of things. I bought every car from you for years and years, but you've also been very strong commitment to the community, serving with Neptune, Trident, this past week went and even got your little picture on something, a little Duke. It should have put, it does have little money signs because it cost you.
Yeah, that wasn't free.
No, they forget to add that part when they ask you to be one, but it's all good fun. But let's talk about, since I met you, I think it was on 14th Street. You'd come over there, but you'd been in the dealership for quite a while before that.
Not that dealership. I'd worked with Butch in Gulfport, but at that time, that was 2010, I believe, when we first started doing things together. We've come a long way since then.
Oh yeah, that's. I think we're doing a ribbon cutting. But I had come over there and seen the dealership, and I knew that, and that is where I met Butch. And of course, Butch is, he's been doing a lot of philanthropic things in our community for a long time. A lot of people just never heard of it. You hear it over here, but in Jackson County, they just think it's, he's on TV and that's it. From what I'm understanding, he's always sort of been this way.
Right, absolutely.
He's very committed, to Mardi Gras, but very committed to the community, and I have devotion with him every morning. But now, after you met, I got you to come on the board of directors with the foundation. Well, first you started getting involved with Rotary.
That's right.
And get involved in the community, and then eventually come on the board, eventually serve all the positions on the board, be the chairman of the board, which really in an organization like Baco, it really is just the chairman and me.
Right. I can't believe I let you talk me into that.
Yeah, well, yeah, even got you to come back on an extra year, but we accomplished a lot of great things, and
Sure
you
did.
look back on it, it's not only accomplished a lot of great things, it's never been done before.
That's right. We helped so many people, and it was a great experience for me. It was a lot of work, but it was It was a great experience, and what you've done from the inception of the Baco Foundation to today is unheard of.
Yeah, that's what Ricky was saying. Ricky Matthews and I were talking, and then he goes, you know, when that started, I had no idea. And he says, all these years later, you're talking tens of millions of dollars that have, and hopefully spurred others to do the same thing. And
Right.
that's what people need to understand. You know, back then, you didn't have all this as organized or connected as you do today. But so you serve with Baco. Of course, our big events were the golf tournament, and we never wrote grants. We respected the rest of the community raising money. And somebody told me one time, you know, you should do this. And I said, well, if we collect all the money, we're the one that's supposed to be helping sort of the nonprofit, and that's what we
Right.
did. And along the way, I think, you know, it's when we met Donnie Handler, and he saw the same vision, and maybe we could do this with Neptune. He asked me some questions, and, you know, today Trident is now, you know, an organization that's doing the exact same thing.
Right. Just it's all about helping people on the coast, and you know, building our future leaders that'll come back and help do the same thing that we've done. Hopefully, we've showed them the way to come back and be productive and help the community.
I think that certainly with Neptune and Trident, you have so many people in there, and they are a giving organization. They're a little younger than us for the most part,
Right.
and they're go-getters, and you know, they come up with an idea, and you know, it's good to see that, because with that kind of manpower, it's unlimited. You just got to come up with the idea and have somebody spearhead it.
Got 500 members to support you,
Yeah.
and they really do.
I think we probably joined that about the same time. I rode a couple years, and then I figured I was too well to get on that. And so, especially a nighttime parade, I said, I'll watch this one from now on. But you've ridden quite a few times, I think.
I have, and it is a lot of fun, a lot of good people.
I think the last time I saw you, you were out serving hot dogs, and y'all thought it was at Point Cadet there, and you thought it was going to be, you know, 100 or so, and y'all ended up probably a few thousand.
I know, it's unbelievable.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And these organizations, they have fun. They get to know each other, like you said. Plants a seed for some of these guys, you know, like Ransonette. And these guys are forces. I mean, they're nonstop.
That's right.
And they just need the platform. If they have the platform.
100%.
So we're going to take a short commercial break. I want to come back, talk a little bit about the car dealership, because the car dealerships, everywhere you've gone, really for the last 15 years, we've sort of tag teamed on that, and that's been tremendously beneficial for us. But I think that you know, I think that it's important that we hear it from somebody that works in that business, why it's important to give back. So y'all don't touch that remote. We're talking with Phillip Pogue. We're going to be talking about Jonathan Allen Toyota, where he's working, but also we're going to talk a little bit about Jonathan, who's got a big award that he's up for and being recognized for. So y'all don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Before I start the next segment here, I do want to thank our sponsors, and it's really what makes this show happen. It's no expense to the Baco Foundation. We've always gone that and gone out and gotten businesses to help support this show. This year we've got the Bienville Orthopedic, and of course we'll have Lee Bond on here in 2 weeks and his team. And we got William Carey University, who's always been a great educational tool in our community. We have Breeze Heating and Air, which is Tim Wall, and they're going to be helping support the show. Of course, IP Casino and Resort, and this is one of the things that I feel is very important because it allows companies and businesses and causes to come on this show and us get it out to y'all. So again, we certainly want to appreciate those people for doing that. And I think, Phillip, y'all sponsored this over the years when I think you were with Miss Brandt, and that's all those little things. It's not a hard sell. I mean, it's hey, if you can fit it in your budget, we'd appreciate it. If not, do it some other way. Now, y'all in the car business, I think you have ups and downs and all this. And how does those budgets work?
Well, you try to plan your advertising out over the year, and you set aside funds for different events and things like that. But, especially now being with Toyota, it's busy all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's really exciting times, really. This is the best year. 2025 was the best year for Toyota. Mm-hmm. So it just keeps getting bigger. We can't get enough.
Well, it also helps when you have an owner that's, your principals that are committed to the community.
That's right.
I mean, you could be making all the money in the world if you're just a miser and just want to sit on it and take. But I can promise you, those that just take aren't going to be here in 5 years.
No, that's right. And that's a big reason why I came to work for Jay Allen. And because of who he is and the philosophy of the company and their involvement in the community, because that's who I am. I've
Right.
always been so involved in everything, and I believe that, the car dealers in the past have just been bigger than life kind of people, and right now I think it's a way for us to make a statement, a successful business owner gives back, and
Right.
they see that, people see that, and they see the ones that don't, so right now I work for a guy that's a third generation car dealer here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and
Right.
That's very exciting. So.
I know we're talking about, before we went to break, the award that Jonathan's up for. What was it, Toyota Dealership?
It's
Dealer of the Year?
The Mississippi Automobile Dealers Association nominated Jonathan for the Time Magazine Dealer of the Year. Mm-hmm. All right, and that's, that's a national award. If he's selected as the finalist, there's 47 candidates across the United States out of about 20,000 dealers.
Right.
And he was selected for Mississippi, and I think in the next few weeks we'll find out if he won the national award, which I hope he did. He deserves it because he truly is a great business person, and he truly invested into the community.
When when I was first coming over into the Gulfport market, 5-6 years ago, he was just rolling off as president of the Gulfport Rotary. So he's involved with Rotary, and of course, Gulf Coast Carnival. He's the, President King, and last year, their reign lasts throughout the year. Right. But Jonathan's been known to be one of those dealers that do give back, and we're positive news and stuff, but not all dealers are like that. I mean, they are bottom line people, and they, but you have to see, that's how we built M&M Bank. Hometown people that you gave back into that community that supported you.
Right.
And when you don't, people want to, they do see that down here, and that's, it was such a blessing. It was a blessing when, Butch came over there with Larry and you, and, got behind us. Those are the type of things that help give us a platform for me to go out and find other people. You're not just wanting to be casinos, you're not wanting to be, car dealers are, and I think in turn, you'd probably say, the year that I started driving the little CTSs, then everybody was driving the CTS.
That's right.
And that's, hey, you not only, you get back and then we shop there. That's what we do.
Right.
And so I think that, I don't think it surprises me in the least that you going over there, you're going to have people that come with you. And I know you brought some of your team with you. And
that's right.
Got out of my car the other day and, there's Joshua sitting there, hey.
Well, there were so many good people that I've worked with along the way, and getting an opportunity to come to a really good franchise like that with a good owner they wanted to come to, and as I had openings, I brought some of those people along. Mm-hmm. So I believe we've built right now one of the best teams you could ever have.
It's always, I've noticed a few times that I've been over to the Toyota dealership, you always have people in the lobby and you got popcorn going, and I mean, I've been in some dealers where there's nobody.
Right.
I mean, it's really a ghost town.
Wow.
This is a pretty big machine. Now, we're going to talk when we get back, Phillip. I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that you're involved with, because you do a lot, and you've been, quietly behind the scene. A lot of people don't understand you don't become a successful general manager unless you're willing to pay your dues, work the weekends. I mean, you sacrifice a lot of family time, you sacrifice a lot of, and those are all things, see, I relish that. I was like, get me out of here.
Right.
And so, but yeah, I've been watching that, but you're also very involved in church community, involved with, now Curcio, and, to see you and Stacy, just the growth over the 15 years and stuff. I mean, it really is, it's been a privilege and an honor. So we're talking with Phillip Pogue. We're going to take a short commercial break, and then we'll be right back. Let's show a picture of little Steve. Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Phillip Pogue, and Phillip, we're talking about, getting involved in the community, and, I don't believe that people get to successful positions without hard work. And a lot of times you don't see what they're having to do, but, all kidding aside, I've done this for a long time, and people have no idea how many times I've been to events and parties and, just meeting people, and you do that for 20-something years, yeah, you meet a lot of people. So,
right.
But, along the way when you do that, we do try to support those organizations, and say it be Make-A-Wish, and we have a table, and who can I call? I'll call y'all, see if y'all want to go. There's generally some people that you can do, and then if you have the same problem, you can call me. The IP even calls me. Hey, Todd, we need you to help us with the table. Because you don't want to just, support the cause. You want people to come. And if I recall, I'll just use this as an example. At Make-A-Wish, I know you were putting up your own money. You were there, right, and they were doing the money going.
That's right.
I looked over and I was like, well, he doesn't give me money.
Raising 6 children. Children have a really special place in my heart, and anything I can do like that, I will.
Yeah, they, and I think that, you know, again, all these little monetary things, if it can go back into the right places, you know, Trident's another example. You know, you collect money, you have the toy drive. I think you were dressed up, well, you weren't the Grinch, were you?
No.
You were one of them. I got a picture of that
one. One of the elves.
Yeah, you had that. Also, a lot of hurricane relief stuff that went through, you know, Trident.
Right. And the tornadoes in Tylertown.
And so those are, and that's something relatively new that, you know, I know 10 years ago wasn't an organized sort of entity, and now it's, you know, starting to, you know, take on some things. Now, what is, in the car business, what is the busiest time?
You know, it really stays busy, but the summer, it seems to be the most busy, you know. Late spring, most of your ad campaigns are hitting from the, and some of the special incentives are hitting, so it seems to drive traffic. People are getting ready to go on vacation, students graduating, and kids going to college. It's always something, but spring seems to be the busiest.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I told them to give you a shout, and I'm trying to think who it was over in Pascagoula, and they were just looking for a used old truck. I said, good luck. I said they're gone. I mean, the second they come on, because those are the type of vehicles, second vehicles that people want, and you know, I think every house should have. And I don't know that you're supposed to have your $80,000 vehicles being loaded down.
No,
I do,
you know,
but,
right.
you know, but having that old truck, and I was just noticing when I went over there the other day to get that ticket, y'all got quite a bit of construction going on next to it. What's that going to be, a Mazda?
That's going to be, they're going to move the Mazda store from down on Airport Road to up there next door to us.
Okay, so that's connected to the Ford.
Right, it's behind Ford,
Okay.
back there, right off Highway 49.
And that's going to move over to Cowan
brand
Lorraine.
new. Yeah, they're going to have a brand new showroom. That'll be.
I was
It'll be
seeing
beautiful.
It had a big old gate in the front to make sure you couldn't just drive away.
Well, we lock it up at night.
So that's people say, well, you don't need that. Nobody would. Oh yeah, they'll come take a vehicle. That's and I think that whole corridor right there is really becoming Grand Central. I mean, I like that a lot better than I like when I'm on 49 there. They're going to have to do some real construction.
No,
over
you're
there,
right. They are.
because that's got to be one of the busiest little hot spots in the whole South right there. But now, going forward, you're still involved, obviously, with Neptune. What other groups are you thinking about getting involved with? Are you trying to limit it?
Well, you know, the Trident Foundation is a nonprofit wing of the crew of Neptune, and there's a lot of exciting things that are coming out that we're doing to raise money for the coast. You know, I'm still on the emeritus board at the BACO. Anything I can do to help them, but where I'm at now is probably where I want to stay. You know, I don't have a lot of time for anything else.
Right, and I've learned that a lot more. If I don't do something, it's going to come when it's supposed to come. It'll roll in my lap. I certainly don't need to go out looking for it.
And we're getting old, Todd.
That is a fact, and I'm down to just a couple boards, and I used to have, you know, I'd say get up and say, hey, I'm Todd Trenchard, and I serve on 13 boards, and I could hear people like, what an idiot. No idea, but you can do that when you're younger, and you're just starting your career a lot more than when you're older.
Right.
And you're running everything. But I do think that you know, we got some great things going on here on the coast, and we're connecting the coast, which I think is, you know, just, I'm going on Ricky's show next week, and that's one of the things that we talk about each time is just each year we seem to get closer and closer connected. And now, if somebody wanted more information, do y'all have a central location that y'all, I mean, it's Jonathan Allen, multiple dealerships, so do you call the individual stores or?
You can go to J. Allen Auto Group orjallentoyota.com. It's my website, but J. Allen Automotive Group.
Okay.
So, and I mean, all three of the stores have their own website, J. Allen Ford or J. Allen Mazda.
I had no idea with Jonathan, and I've known him now for a while, but I mean, I'm talking a long time ago. His mother even wrote for Michael at the magazine.
Right.
And I remember, I talked to her all the time, and I think she did a story or two on me, and I just did not connect the two at all. But Jonathan's he's as fine a guy as you're gonna get. I mean, he's coming on. I was listening to him. I was like, man, he's got it down. He's got the Dale Carnegie down.
He is very sharp.
He is.
Very.
So, well, Phillip, I appreciate you coming on, and
thanks for having me.
Like I said, this is open invitation anytime you want to come on, and appreciate what y'all do in the community.
Thank you, Todd.
We appreciate everybody's support of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi. And until next time, this is Todd Trenchard saying so long, and may God bless.